This is the CX Insulated Monosuit by FXR. Costs about $607 plus tax, and this is why you should buy one. What's up 360 North fans? We're coming to you from the field today, and we're going to do a gear review today. This one's going to be a positive gear review, and today we're going to be talking about an FXR Monosuit. So this is the CX Monosuit by FXR. You can see I'm wearing a Monosuit as well, which is a Squadron, which they no longer offer unless you buy the women's Squadron, and it seems to be replaced by this particular suit, which is the CX. So this is a fantastic suit. Z's wearing a size medium. You can see that it fits quite well. Even if he reaches right up, it's still got full coverage. All right, guys, so as you can see, there's zippers, pouches, pockets everywhere. We'll talk about a little bit about what that stuff is. So this Monosuit has good ventilation. It's actually got them, you can see here, once you zip that open, it's got a mesh, and it's got one on this side. So if you're riding on a warmer day like it is today, spring ride, you can zip those open and it's going to allow you to breathe. It's also got some in the legs, found here, and the same thing on the other side. And you can see there's a rubberized coating on all the zippers on this. That's going to help keep some of the water and the moisture out. It also has a ton of storage, so we'll talk about some of that now.
So it's got two buckets in the front, they're out here. Well, for a ton of storage, you got two and then one inside. So you got three pockets.
Plus this one here.
Ah, and one.
See, you didn't even know about that one. So there's one in there too. That's a good spot to keep like your documentation for your sled if you ever get stopped.
So 4 pockets.
So this CX Monosuit actually has FXR's Hydra X technology. It's basically a membrane that's in between the outer layer and the inner fabric, and what that does is it allows moisture to come away from your body without letting the cold, wet snow in. As Z said, this is an insulated monosuit. It's got 120 gram insulation, and new this year, FXR sells this model in insulated with the 120 gram, and also you can get it the CX Lite, which is uninsulated. And the new feature now is that if you buy the CX Lite, you can actually buy the liner for it, which you can then install inside the suit. We haven't seen one yet, so I don't know how tricky it is to put it in and out, whether it's got a bunch of zippers and snaps, and whether it's going to be super time consuming. If you do ride in a wide range of climate, it might be something handy to have. That way when you're doing spring riding, you can just take the liner out altogether. And it's about 120, 130 bucks for the liner, so you will pay more overall to have the ability to remove it and put it back in. And you can also get the thicker version with the fast flotation assist in it. So I mean, it's a great option. It's very versatile. This one has the liner permanently installed in it, so does mine, the Squadron.
Absolutely, but I mean, having vents on it, which is not a big deal. So as long as you wear some light clothing underneath, you're not really sweating too much. And then on those cold days, the insulated one is really, really good.
Some of the other features of the CX Monosuit is it's got Velcro cuffs, so you can use that to keep the snow out. And if you pull your glove off, it's also got the snow cuff that you can hook your thumb in through, so that you know, the snow is not going to be able to get in and get at you. It also has a D-ring tether found on the front of the suit. Mine has that as well, so that you can hook up your tether, so no issues there trying to find somewhere to hook it on that's going to be durable. The CX also features a removable hood. You just kind of pull this out of the way and you undo it from the inside, and you can actually take that off if you don't want it. A couple other features of the CX Monosuit is that it has actual padding installed in the knees, so that you know, keep you from bumping against the cab, although Z usually wears knee pads, similar to what you wear when you ride motocross. It also has a system built in to keep your cuff from riding up, and it has a button snap that hooks onto a loop already installed on the front of the boot. On the back side of the pant leg, there's an adjustable strap, so that, you know, if you don't want the back of your pant leg scraping in the mud as you walk, you can just cinch that up, and that's going to keep the back of your pant leg from going in the mud. All right, guys, as part of the review, obviously we like to talk about what we like, what we don't like. To do a comprehensive review, you actually got to wear and use the gear. Because I don't wear this, I don't really know how it performs. I have the Squadron suit, which is very similar. It's probably almost exactly the same, so I know how it works and what I like and what I don't like. But we'll do just a quick Q&A just to see kind of Z's feelings having this for, you know, a fairly short season thus far, and it'll go through a full wide range of testing next year. So you've rode it a couple times. How does it compare to the two-piece suit that you used to wear?
I think with this monosuit, like lots of people asking why buy a monosuit, and what I think is just freedom. You get more freedom of movement, you get more control of your sled the better you move around it, and it seems to me that, I mean, I find anyhow, it's easier to move around your sled wearing a monosuit compared to just a regular jacket and pants.
How do you find the weight? Do you find this is lighter weight than the two-piece you were wearing before?
Absolutely.
Okay. What's the coldest temperature you've worn it so far?
Coldest, because we got this late in the season, so probably -10, and I mean, no issues. It's still wearing basically nothing underneath it, just a light Under Armour stuff, because it's insulated and it gets pretty hot.
Okay, and what's the warmest you've ridden it so far?
The warmest was +2, and I mean, these 4 vents definitely come into play. And once again, we work hard on the sleds, we play hard, and I wasn't overheating. As long as you have light base layer, you'll be fine.
Now, I understand you're wearing a size medium. What height and weight are you at?
So I'm approximately 185 pounds and about 5'9", and I wear medium. Obviously, you want to check your sizing chart when you buy in it. And you also want to keep in mind, I do wear lots of protective gear, knee pads, chest protector, all that. It feels a little bit different once you have it on without nothing. So it's kind of large, but once you have your chest protector and all your gear on, it fits snug. But that being said, not too snug. So like I said, you still have lots of range of movement and feels good.
Perfect.
And you know, another thing, again, Tastic, we only rode this for about 3 rides, and like I said, the quality and durability is awesome. The stitching is amazing. Nothing's coming apart. Everything seems solid and very nicely done and very nicely made.
Obviously in +2, the snow is quite heavy, it's quite wet, you get stuck, you're on and off digging. Have you found that the moisture or the snow is getting inside the suit, it's getting at you?
Absolutely, except we rode in +2, and that day the snow was super wet, and I mean, we were rolling around on the ground as we fell off our machines. That being said, at no point was the suit wet at all. Like, it didn't absorb any water. It stayed dry through all the conditions.
Well, you can see that both suits we chose are very bright colors. You see mine's orange with the teal, while these is the kind of navy with the high-vis yellow. One thing you will notice is that the brighter the colors, the harder it is to keep clean. I mean, this is a snow machine. It runs on gas and oil. You grease the suspensions. There's lots of stuff that you can actually get on this, and I mean, you're in Ontario, we're riding around in not always the ideal conditions. There's trees, there's shrubs, you're gonna get sap on it. So it is a little bit difficult to keep clean at times, but man, does it look sweet.
These colors are super bright. Like, I mean, I have a few little grease and oil stains here and there, but I already washed it once and most of it comes off, no problem. Like I said, and this thing is pretty easy to wash, and I had no issues with it.
One other thing to keep in mind, people say, well, you're wearing a mono suit. What happens if you go and you stop at a restaurant, or, you know, you're going to be off the machine for a bit, digging your buddy out or whatever. You're going to overheat. What are you going to do? So one of the features that both of our suits have, you can unzip it. They unzip actually quite far, and you can take off your upper layer. Both the suits have suspenders built into them, so it keeps your arms and that from dangling in the snow. And what I'll do when I'm going inside somewhere, I'll usually just take the sleeves and just tie a little knot. Now you don't have anything dangling around, and I'm plenty cool to be inside a restaurant, digging around, what have you.
Absolutely. And if you're wearing a balaclava, you want to bring an extra head or whatever. Another thing we missed, it does have an extra liner pocket thing here where you can throw that in, and so you're not going to lose it.
So just as an aside, I'm 5'11". I'm about 185 pounds right now, carrying a little extra winter weight, and I'm wearing a medium as well. So I mean, it fits pretty much the same as his suit, and I'm a little bit taller than he is, and I still have lots of room to move around. I also wear a chest protector. I wear knee pads when I'm riding and things are going to get a little hairy, so I still have lots of room in order to put that stuff on. Like I said, this is a squadron suit. I have the fast insulation liner in it, and they don't make this suit anymore. They've replaced it, I believe, probably with the CX, as the features are very similar. and they still sell the Squadron, but it's available only in a women's size now.
And you might find some of last year's models that, I mean, some stores or somebody might carry, but it's a rare find.
Yeah, so I was able to pick this one up as a clearance item. It's from basically a year and a half ago. This is one of the later models, so this one was available for the 2017-2018 sledding season. So in 19 you'll probably be able to find this suit and the other colors that were offered with it as a clear out. So guys, that's pretty much it for this gear review. Again, the CX Monosuit. This is the insulated version. You can pick yours up at peakboys.ca, and if you use coupon code 360north, all one word, you can actually save 5% on their already fantastic prices. If you like the content we're putting out, don't forget to share and subscribe our videos. If you want to get some of your own 360 North gear, head to our website at 360north.com. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll see you next time, guys.